Let's start making our shape collage. We are going to glue fabric strips onto a white piece of paper to be the mattresses from the story. We will need 4 popsicle sticks to build the bed frame, crayons to draw the person sleeping. It doesn't have to be a princess, by the way. You'll of course need some glue and a pencil. First, write your name nice and big on the paper and go ahead and do that magic trick to make the name disappear. That way we have a nice white surface to work on. Let's start building the bed by using the popsicle sticks to build the bed frame. Before you glue anything, take a look at how these popsicle sticks will be set up. You need 2 bed posts, 2 popsicle sticks that go up and down on either side of the bed, and then 2 horizontal popsicle sticks that overlap. Use a piece of fabric to measure the bed frame. You want the fabric or the mattress rectangle to fit nicely inside the posts. When you think you've got it, you're going to need to pick up the popsicle sticks and start gluing. Make sure that your bed posts are solid on the ground or the bottom of the paper. You don't want a floating bed, do you? You might want to stop here to re-measure things. Take your fabric rectangle out again and make sure that when you glue this next popsicle stick, it overlaps the other one just enough so that it's the same length as that rectangle. But the cool thing is, until the glue dries, you can kind of slide the popsicle sticks around to make them fit. So try it out and move them if you need to. When you're ready, glue that last vertical popsicle stick up and down, touching the bottom of the paper. Oh, check it out. We have a perfect little bed frame to stack all the rectangle mattresses on. I'm so excited for this next part. You will need to pick 6 rectangles of fabric for your mattresses. You can pick any color, any texture, anything that you really like, and decide what order you want your mattresses in. My favorite mattress I picked was the Puppy Paw Prints, so I put those on top, and then I went down to my least favorite. I still like it, but this blue one is my least favorite, so I'm putting that one on the bottom. You can glue these any way you want to. You don't have to go by favorites. You can go by colors, or you can go by textures, how each one feels. Have fun doing this. You're going to want to check the front and back of each piece of fabric to see which side is brighter. The brighter side of the fabric needs to be showing. It's the side that should be seen. The lighter side is where you need to put the glue. Another thing to think about is which side of the fabric has the texture. On this piece right here, the texture is on this side, and there's no texture on the back. I want the bumpy texture of this fabric to be showing, so the glue goes on the smoother side. I like to put glue around the edges of the fabric and in the middle, and then glue it into place. When you're on your last mattress, you need to be careful because you need to make sure that there's room at the top of the paper to draw your sleeping person. You might need to overlap your last piece of fabric to another one. Instead of putting it right on the edge, you can glue it a little past the edge so the fabrics overlap and there's more space at the top of the paper to draw your person. Okay, cool, this thing looks great. One thing from this story is that underneath all of those mattresses, the princess could still feel the tiny pea underneath. So, for fun, we're gonna glue a tiny little green bead to the bottom of our bed to be a pea. We probably want this to dry before we start drawing our person at the top and whatever we want underneath the bed as well. Now that my collage is dry, I'm going to start drawing my person. To draw your person, you're going to draw with a pencil first and then outline with black crayon. It's kind of like our polar bears that we drew before. We drew with pencil first, and then we outlined it with Sharpie. Remember that? It's the same this time, but you're using black crayon instead of Sharpie. Let's use more shapes to draw this person. Start with something called an oval for the head. At the end of the mattress, the head should go. An oval is like an egg shape. After the head, you're going to draw a longer, skinnier oval for something called the torso. Your torso is your chest and belly and back, where everything is connected to. So your legs will be next. Draw two even longer, even skinnier ovals. They don't really look like eggs anymore, do they? Lastly, two skinny little ovals for feet, and even another skinny oval for an arm. When a person is laying down and you're looking at them from the side, you would actually only see one arm. Draw any type of hand that you can at the end of the arm. Now let's draw a sleeping face. Look, I used a little line for the eye and a little circle for the mouth, so that the eye looks like it's closed and the mouth looks like it's snoring. I also added a little nose with a triangle. Once you have this done, outline it with black crayon. You can make the person more how you want it in just a second with hair and clothes. Now that my person is outlined, she stands out more. You can see her better. At this time, you get to use colorful crayons to make it how you want it. Start by coloring the person's skin. You can use peach for skin, or brown for skin, or you can even use both. I've chosen to color my person with a brown crayon. You will color the face, the hands, and if your person is barefoot, you will color in the feet. Some people sleep barefoot, some people sleep with socks, so it's your choice. After the skin, you're going to draw in some hair. I choose black for my person's hair. Let's talk about how to make boy hair at first, or just short hair. All you do is color in a little bit on the top of the head. If you want longer hair, you are going to color in long lines, like this. Add a lot of hair. You don't want the hair to look stringy. And think about it, when you're sleeping, sometimes your hair gets a little messy. It's over your shoulders, just like that. There are other colors that you can use to color hair too. You can use orange for red hair, brown for brown hair, or yellow for blonde hair maybe. Or maybe your person has colorful hair, blue hair, pink hair, something like that. Those are some colors that you can use for hair. Now let's work on those pajamas. You can do anything you want with these pajamas. You could color them in rainbow, you could color them one color and then add polka dots. You could make them mismatch. Check it out, each crayon has a color name on the end. If you can read, look at each color before you use it and try to read its name. This crayon's name is Red Violet, which means it's red with a little bit of violet or purple in it. So I chose this color to color in my whole pajama set. My girl is wearing matching pajamas. The shirt is going to match the pants. Of course, make sure there's no peekaboo spots in there. Those don't look nice. Awesome, my person's all done. Now it's time to get creative and draw something underneath this bed. You can draw anything you want under this bed, as long as it's school appropriate. Nothing scary, nothing gross, just fun. Whatever you decide to draw, you need to start with pencil first and think about the shapes that you need to draw the object. I am drawing a sleeping cat. So I started with an oval for the body, a circle and 2 triangles for the little head, and kind of hot dog shapes for those legs and tail. Then I'm going to draw a rug around the kitty cat and draw the kitty cat's face. Luckily, I'm using pencil for this, so if I make mistakes or if I don't like how I drew it the first time, I can erase it and try again. I'm going to make a sleeping cat, so I'm using just curved little lines for the eyes to make it look like they're closed. If you need help drawing something, of course Mrs. Toth will help you. But you have to show me that you tried your best at first. You have to try to draw it yourself first, and if you don't like it, erase it, try it again. Think about what you don't like about it, and if it still doesn't look right, I'll come help you. But when you're happy with your drawing, it's time to outline it again to make it stand out, and then use the colorful crayons to color it in with no peekaboo spots. Wow, these look so amazing. We have used so many different shapes for this project. We've used rectangles for the mattresses, lots of ovals for that person up top, and even circles, triangles, and hot dog shapes for the cat or whatever we drew underneath. Cool. Shapes are really amazing. You can make and draw so many things with them. You all did a great job. Make sure that you put those crayons back in the box before you go.